Everest ain't got shit on me. Mount Everest ain't got shit on me. 'Cause I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. Yeah. Mortgage Dubai ain't got shit on me. You can touch the sky, but you ain't got shit on me. 'Cause I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. Yeah.
Not what you were expecting, was it? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am DAK, and allow me to welcome all of you to this week's episode of The Blueprint. And what an episode we have lined up for you. 2 semifinal matchups set to decide a finals matchup here, starting point for the world title here in the Foundation. What matchups are we going to have here? We have Landfill taking on Heathen. And we have the Hammer taking... who the hell cares? No one cares about the main event. No one cares about the world title because Dax Snow is not there. You see, that's the one mistake management made. That's the one thing they failed to capitalize on. You see, they had the chance to push me. They had the chance to make me the face. They had the chance to put a pillar up and support the company the way it needs to be done, but no. Where did they put me? They put me in the mid-card tournament against a master of illusions who snuck his way past me into the finals. And that hurts. That hurts knowing the company doesn't believe in me. That hurts knowing no one backstage, no one behind the scenes believes in me. It hurts knowing I have no one behind me, no one by my side. I truly have no foundation, so what am I to do? What is a man to do when no one is there to support him? He supports himself. He fights. And what am I gonna do whenever I go into starting point facing Big Sweet? I am going to fight! I didn't want this match with Big Sweet. As you all know, I wanted the world title match. I wanted the blueprint match. I was gonna settle for a championship no matter which one it was, but here we are and I had to settle with a match nonetheless, because if I didn't take Big Sweet, who the hell is gonna stand and compare to the Prodigy? Austin Wilde? Brody Blaze? None of them step up to me. No one compares to me. And let's look at the lineup for the Final Four here in this world title tournament. The Hammer? The Hammer ain't got shit on me. Swamp Donkey ain't got shit on me. Heathen ain't got shit on me. And then we go to Landfill. Landfill is a great competitor, but he still ain't got shit on me. You see, I'm gonna get my way into the world title picture one way or another. I will fight, scratch, and claw, whatever it takes to get through management, to get through the roster, to get to what I deserve, because it's obvious everyone has something against me. It's obvious management doesn't want a prodigy as the face of the company. They don't want someone that can support them. They want someone to settle. Everyone loves settling, but I'm tired of settling. I am done settling after starting point. After starting point, I take what's mine. I stop settling and start demanding, and it starts with the world title. So Heathen, Landfill, Hammer, Swamp Donkey, you are all on notice, because after I get done with Big Sweet and destroy him like the little bitch that he is, I'm coming for the gold that I deserve, and I am going to dominate this company to the best of my abilities, because that is what a prodigy does. So be comfortable while you can, because it's not going to last very long. Because when the prodigy has you in his sights, you should be oh so worried, because it's only a matter of time before he pulls the trigger. And when he pulls the trigger, it is all but over. So RYK, I will now pass this back off to you so you can do a subpar commentary job like the piece of shit commentator that you are. And if you ever want some lessons on how to be a high quality commentator, just hit me up, because as you can see, I did a better job than you ever could in 40 seconds, and you've been doing this for years. This has been the Prodigy, the pillar, and your future Foundation World Champion. Signing off.
DAK. What the hell did I do to him? Well, folks, welcome to the Blueprint. This is RYK. As you may have heard by now, we are in the semifinal round of our Foundation World Heavyweight Championship Tournament. and we will have 2 of those matches for you tonight. But before we get to the action, we're going to take a moment to spotlight one of the matches signed for our first Super Show Starting Point. Let us hear from these 2 behemoths that have agreed to collide at our inaugural big show, talking about Hodgson and Iron Bison.
I issued an open challenge, and that challenge it was accepted by a man I've never faced before, but a man who I'd be foolish to not respect. Hodgson, you are one of the bigger names in all the marks and the foundation. In fact, in this inner circle, you are what many consider one of the greats. I understand why you do this, why you answer the call. You need to save face. You want to stand above your peers and be seen as a warrior, a fighting man. I come in like a behemoth, a giant, a titan, a lord, a Poseidon of professional wrestling. You want to be their capeless hero, to fight back the tyrant, the tyrannical lord. You want to be the one to garner all that respect and continue to build your legacy, showing each and every one of them that Hodgson is a man to be trusted, that Hodgson is a man to put stake and stock into, that you are still a man that can carry the mantle of world heavyweight champion, that you are still a man to be revered, feared and respected in this industry. It's not even bravery, it's confidence, really, and I respect that. Oh, I do, Hodgson. But you need to understand something. There's a difference between you and me. That difference is all the difference in the world, you see. You fight for a different thing. You fight to have your name in lights, Hodgson. You fight for the admiration of the masses. You fight for them. I don't fight for them, Hodgson. I don't fight for my name to be written in the stars. I do not fight for anyone to give me fame and infamy. I fight because fighting is the only thing I've been good at. This is my lifeblood, Hodgson. You're going in that ring with a man that knows nothing else but war, nothing else but pain, nothing else but violence. That is what I live for. When that bell rings, when it's all said and done and that dust settles, you go home to your regular life, Hodgson. You go home to what your family, your friends, people who love you and need the best for you. I go home to nothing. My home is inside that ring. When it's done, I am empty. I am done. I am nothing. I have nothing to lose, Hodgson. That ring is all I have. I have everything to lose by losing to you. So when it all gets too much, when you start to realize that there's more to lose than just a loss on your record, when you realize that your future is at stake, when I push you, when I press you, when I hold your back up against that wall, you're gonna look for a way out. Because everyone always looks for a way out against me when they realise the only way to stop me is to fucking kill me. You're not a killer, Hodgson. I've seen killers. I've been around killers all my life. I am a goddamn killer. You do not have what it takes to beat me. You do not have it inside you to become the kind of man that can. You cannot win! So when that happens and you finally understand and see and that penny drops and you understand the reality that you are in, you're gonna look for a way out. Your will is gonna break, your spirit is gonna shatter. And in that moment, that self-doubt will dig so deep, it will bury its roots deep within your soul. You will tell yourself you will fight to the very end, but the truth is you won't. You can't. You have too much to live for, to risk all that for the sake of beating me. Can you really go back to your family in pieces, knowing that you could have still took your children to the park, still played tag, still took them to the ball game, if you would have just let that fight end a little sooner? You will, as all have done, hand me your neck on a goddamn plate and I will take it, Hodgson. Because I am a generous man, merciful Lord, professional wrestling. But as I said to Stonewall, push me, press me, fight too hard. You will not have a family to go back to because you won't exist at all. Hudson.
Here I am, Iron Bison, the man that answered your challenge, the only man that was brave enough to answer the open challenge is here, staring you right in the face. I had to do it, 'cause I knew no one else would. Now, I've been getting calls and messages all week long, all saying the same thing. Why in the hell would you answer the open challenge of the Iron Bison? I told them all the same thing. I must show this man who the man is in the Foundation, who runs this place, who is not some stepping stone for some rookie to walk on. No, you're gonna learn the hard way, Iron Bison, just like everybody else that came before you. Might not have a big bad English accent, but this Cajun accent motherfucker is about to whoop your ass! Iron Bison, there's nothing standing between us but air, opportunity, and time. When my time comes to get the opportunity to slay one of the biggest, baddest beasts in promo wrestling, well, you can just call me the Bison Slayer, because I'm gonna have your head on my damn mantle. That's a big ass head. You'll be my biggest trophy yet. So I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready for something you've never experienced before, Iron Bison. Something that's unlike any other match that you've ever had before. Here, in the Foundation, Hodgson is gonna make you his bitch. That ain't awesome, Iron Bison. That's fucking awesome!
Folks, an impressive contest with serious implications on the future of the Foundation. We look forward to seeing Hodgson collide with Iron Bison. But first, and right now, we look forward to seeing our semifinal matchup between Super Swamp Donkey and the Hammer.
You know what, Foundation? I gotta be straight with you. I've had a lot of opponents, a lot of assholes, a lot of mean some bitches in this game we do. But never in my whole career have I ever thought that I would go up against a superhero such as the man that calls himself Swamp Donkey. Now I gotta be honest with you, Swamp Donkey. I don't like your name. I absolutely despise it. All I think of when I hear Swamp Donkey is some hick who lives in a trailer park and has nothing better to do than make a little mask, put it on his head, and pretend he's flying around in overalls. Do you have a cape? What is your superpower? That doesn't matter. Because the bottom line is, Swamp Donkey, you're not going to have to worry about your superpowers. Because I am the Hammer. I am your Lex Luthor. I am the one person in the world that can bring you down and make you feel and learn what it feels like to be a human being in pain, in agonizing pain. You see, Swamp Donkey, I need to be the world heavyweight champion here. I have dealt so many cards, so many different directions, but here, this is where I need to be. And I have to beat a super hero. No, I'm not your enemy, Swamp Donkey. I will tell you that right here, right now. I'm not your nemesis. I am just going to be another guy, maybe the only guy, who's going to take you out. You see, when I hit you with that hammer bomb, it's not just a power bomb. It's not a jackknife power bomb. It's not a super power bomb. It's not a pop-up power bomb. It is a hammer bomb. You can go ask our Bison. He knows all about it. You see, Swamp Donkey, I'm gonna put you back in the swamp. I'm gonna make you an original donkey boy. You are gonna be an actual jackass. But you will have no superpowers. You won't be super. You will be nothing like the Superman. You won't be Batman, Spider-Man, Iron Man. You'll be nothing more than a bloody farm animal. You see, that's what the hammer can do. But I'm not a superhero. I'm just a big son of a bitch with a hard-hitting fist. And I'm gonna see you in that 20 by 20, and clotheslines are gonna come your way. Elbow drops, drop kicks, DDTs, stunners, whatever it is I need to do, I'm gonna show you that in the wrestling world, there is no superheroes here. There's just men. Big, hairy, strong men who have one thing that they want the most, and that is to be the world heavyweight champion and the foundation. They want to be the first. Everybody wants to be the first. And I didn't come this close to get beat by a fake superhero. The time has come, Swamp Donkey. The hammer is coming down. You will be beaten, honored, and you will be broken. I'll see you real soon.
Super Swamp Donkey is here. Super Swamp Donkey away!
Hello, Foundation! Tonight, I am so excited to be in the very next round of the tournament to see who makes it to the finals to crown the very first Foundation World Champion. And man, I have to tell you, I am super stoked to be facing MC Hammer here tonight to see who makes it to the next round. Huh?
Super Swamp Donkey, it's not MC Hammer, it's just the hammer.
So it's not MC Hammer. Well, he probably couldn't touch this anyway. Or maybe it's Greg the Hammer Valentine, one of the best wrestling legends of all.
Nope.
Really? The Hebrew Hammer?
Again, it's a big no.
Mark the Hammer Coleman?
Nope.
Well, geez, at least the Hammerhead Shark, maybe?
Wrong again, it's just the hammer.
That's mighty disappointing. I guess I'm just facing a man that calls himself the Hammer. A man that walks around acting like a big tough sledgehammer that's going to destroy everything in his path. But instead, in all reality, he's nothing but a little tiny ball-peen hammer. And you're not smashing anything with something that size. But you are right. You are indeed a tool, Mr. Hammer, but not in the useful sense of word, of fixing something when it is broken. No. You're more in the sense of being a douchebag. An overinflated ego who has to come out here and act like a true jackass just to look cool. A man who has to come out to the ring all aggressive and overly violent just to stay relevant in the Heathen world. A man who has said that he has fought all over the world. But yet I have saved all the little donkeys in trouble from one side of the globe to the other, and I have never heard of the hammer. And then tonight I saw the swamp donkey signal high in the air, and I knew that I had to come save the foundation from another very evil man that is trying to turn this very good place bad. And I'm also here to save you from yourself, Mr. Hammer, if you just follow the positivity of the message of the Super Swamp Donkey and use your powers for good instead of evil. You see, violence is not always the answer, Mr. Hammer. We are all different notes, but we are playing in the same song, and it's better if we work together. Now tonight I'm going to be that final nail that you just can't seem to hammer down on your path to victory in the next step to becoming the first world champion here in the foundation. But you see, I am going to be the one to defeat you and move on to the next round and face either Landfill or the Heathen. Both of them I will destroy and get rid of as well and become your very first champion. But tonight, I am going to defeat you with the super finishing combo of the Super Swamp Donkey Punch, knocking you down, and then I'm going to finish you off with the Super Swamp Ass Blaster, and leaving you with the hideous smells of defeat. Now here comes the Super Swamp Donkey Punch, and the Super Ass Blaster. On to the next round. Super Swamp Donkey away!
Your winner, Super Swamp Donkey! Into the final round, the Super Swamp Donkey goes. And at this time, we're going to take a look at some fresh talent making their way into the foundation after our upcoming Super Show. We'll catch you on the backside of the break. Take a look at the new talent here.
the devil run. I gave him poison just for fun. I had one friend, now there's none. I made the devil run. I broke so many bones, but none of them were ever my own. They were an army, I was alone. I broke so...
The talent roster filling up over here at the Foundation as we eagerly anticipate these debuts. Folks, in recent weeks, Ricka Wildly has been interrupting shows looking to feed on the essence of Foundation superstars. The young gun, Stephen Faison, taken away by the family. We're going to hear now from Hollywood Haywood to see if he is ready to take on this wicked, ultra-dimensionary character known as Ricka Wildly. family, carnivals, clowns, all things that are supposed to bring the normal human, the normal person, happiness. These are all things that have brought the foundation nothing but problems, misery. You see, Ricka Wildly, it was one thing to interrupt me. It was another thing to threaten my essence, to threaten my livelihood. But when you brought in your family, as you call them, your family last week, and you did whatever unspeakable thing that you did to the young gun Stephen Faison, a man who I have thought of as family myself, that is when you crossed the line. You see, the other day I was talking to my family, my real family, and they asked me once again, they said, after what you have seen these people are willing to do, are you sure you want to do this at Starting Point? And you see, the thing is, I don't have a choice because I have to protect my family in the foundation. Ricka, I've never in my entire career ran across anything quite like you. And I don't know what your obsession with the foundation, what your obsession with me is. I don't know who your two stooges are. But I will tell you this, as God as my witness. At Starting Point, you are going to pay. You are going to pay for what you have done in this organization. You are going to pay for whatever the hell it is you've done to the young gun Stephen Faison. And you are going to wish that you would have never, ever brought your carnival to this town. I will see your ass at Starting Point.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time now for our main event of the evening as we look to round out the finals of the Foundation World Championship Tournament. Let's take you to our last semi-final encounter as Landfill takes on the Heathen here on the Blueprint.
Foundation. It is the semifinals in the tournament to determine the first world champion in the Foundation Promo League. And I've drawn Landfill. Yes, I did go out and say in my first type that you are a living legend. But the only reason you are a living legend is because you have not faced me yet. Ask some of the many, many other legends that I have faced in my career, and look where some of them have ended up. I've beat legends in a minute to claim titles. I have beat tag teams of legends to claim gold. Have you done that? Not really. You've jumped off ladders. You've beat yourself in the head with random objects for stunt value. So what does that really say about your promo skill when it comes to you, Landfill? Really, from what I've seen, you rely on humor, you rely on mockery, and you rely on the people. In case you've lived under a rock, the Heathen gives zero fucks about the fans. I could care less about title runs. I could care less about ha-has. Because the Heathen is all business all the time. When you are on the roll that I am on, Landfill, bitches like you don't just walk up and say, "No, I'm putting a stop to it." I don't care how ruthless you claim to be, you're going to find out that I can be just as cutthroat as the rest of them. When I am done with you, Landfill, you are going to be back jumping off ladders. You're going to be back begging for relevance. Because your matches with Ricka Wildly back in the day were some of the best matches that I've ever seen. What has happened since then? Where did that fire go? No, the Landfill turned into another generic Tin Man from over in HSP. He went Hollywood, had to go start doing shows, start doing management. It's fucking pathetic. The Heathen is here to bust his ass, to promote the Foundation brand, to put that brand on my back like I have put everything else. I have put 110% into this business. And it's going to take far more than a glorified stuntman to put an end to the legendary track that I have been on. The names I have accrued over then: the Euro Killer, the Title Collector, the hardest hitting Hellraiser in promo world, America's Most Wanted. Now, Landfill, I know you're going to come out and you're going to show your half-ass attempts at being ruthless. You're going to have your half-ass attempts at being cutting edge. There's a cutting edge for you right there. Because until you beat me, I have no respect for you. I've not earned a shred of respect. I've demanded it. Everywhere that I have stepped into, they talk the shit for me. I don't have to say a word. Because everybody knows that the Heathen is on one of the best tracks of his career. And Landfill, as I said, you're just another washed up has-been that's come out of nowhere, seeing a top guy like me and trying to claim that little bit of relevance from the rocket ship ride that I'm on. So Landfill, good luck tonight. Your show is over.
Crazy country cracker,
Live from the Gorilla Booth, Landfill.
Now, Heathen, the foundation has been laid. There's nothing more to say because the hypes have been made. They came and they've gone, and now it's time for action. Heathen, I'll be seeing you in the promo ring. Foundation, and now it's time to blow the roof off this son of a bitch. Heathen, you mentioned digging 2 graves, but don't wear yourself out. There's no need for 2, because all you will need is 1. 1 for you to lay down in, because I will be walking tall out of this show here tonight, here on Blueprint. I will be walking into starting point. I will be the one going for the Foundation World Heavyweight Championship. Now, those are just a few facts for you. Now, you got no chance. Not one chance at becoming champion. Now, granted, you're a champion elsewhere, but the simple facts are you're only champion there because I was not there. And just come to think about it, every time we had an opportunity, a chance to go against each other, every time I stepped to the plate to go against you, you vanished. And by chance, by luck, by fate, whatever you want to call it, I am here right in front of you to shut you down, to take you down a couple notches, to humble you. Now, the reason behind all this is because you come out here thinking you're some Billy badass, that you're tough. But Heathen, take a look at your history. You always got to surround yourself with people to make you feel like something. You got to have that security blanket around you to make you feel safe. Well, they're not here. You're not safe, Heathen, and you're not all that tough. It's all just show. You've never really been a badass. You're not. You never been. You never will be. But when the reality is, let it sink in that you're softer than baby shit. Now, Foundation, did you see it? He's been telling us all for quite some time now. It's just a hype. It's just a hype. Heathen, all you are is just hype. You blow smoke up everybody's asses. Now knowing this fact, that it's just a hype, how does that make you feel? How does it make you feel standing across the ring with a real badass, a living legend like I am? How does it feel? Tell me. I want to know. Because you don't even have to tell me. I see it. I see you shaking and trembling in your boots, all the way down to your very core. So with all this tonight, I want you to collect the remnants of yourself before you go lay down in that grave. You go run to the back. Scream it out louder for the ones in the back. God wants you to collect yourself, pick yourself back up, run to the back. And you go tell that Jurassic slap donkey and Arm & Hammer just what the hell they're dealing with. Heathen. It comes to no surprise that all of this is all compliments of the hardcore Hungerman, the hungriest player in the promo game today. And always remember who's hungry. Oh. And what do you say? Try your feelings.
And now closing statements from Landfill.
I came, I saw, and I conquered. I came in and I did my thing. I came with a hunger that was unmatched. The Heathen did not stand a chance from the jump. I don't feel bad for him. I don't feel bad that he has to go back to the back of the line because somebody had to kick him off his high horse. Somebody had to kick him off the pedestal that he was riding on. This here, the foundation, is my stomping grounds. And Heathen, you just gotta live with, I am better than you.
Your winner, Landfill. There you have it, folks. The stage is set. Next week, it is starting point, and for the Foundation World Championship, you will see the Super Swamp Donkey taking on Landfill, plus other high-profile marquee matchups. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, enable notifications for a front row seat, and join us on the Foundation Facebook group to get all of the latest happenings. I am RYK, thanking you for being with us today. We'll see you next week at our inaugural Super Show.